This podcast may contain adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am your host, me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
Coming to you live from that little trailer park in Brenham, Texas. Brenham is a city in East Central Texas in Washington County, United States, with a population of 15,716.
That's a big city.
It is, according to the 2010 U.S. Census, in the county seat of Washington County, it is the county seat of Washington County.
Well, there you go.
It's also known for Bluebell ice cream.
Ooh, I love some ice cream.
That's where us fat asses go when we want some dessert.
I want to go there. I bet the cows are so happy there.
Look.
Stop it. Best picture ever.
You know, we actually had a complaint.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so...
What? Did Trevor take care of the complaint?
No, I had to handle this one.
Uh-oh. Okay. So what is it?
So a guy at my former job said that he was listening to the podcast.
Yes.
Right at about the time he went to take a shower. He was going to listen to it in the shower. And he said when he pulled his pants off to get undressed, he heard your laugh. And now he can't take his pants off anymore.
He can't shower without his pants on.
Yes, he feels very ashamed.
Because I started laughing.
You ruined it.
He thought I was laughing at him. I'm sorry.
Man. Well,
that is funny though.
Is it that you've demolished
I have crushed someone.
Yes.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't mean to crush anybody.
You're a horrible, horrible person.
I am a horrible person, but that's okay. I don't care.
Man, we don't get emails from anybody.
It's okay. You want me to email you?
Yeah, would you, babe?
Okay.
Tell me
what's our email? Just kidding.
Me and Mrs. Always Right at gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks. See ya. We get emails.
Yeah, from the people we got to pay.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. But whatever. I mean, we still get emails. So we were just talking. Of course, we never know what we're going to... You and I.
We talk.
We grunt.
I'm done with the computer now. I fucked up everything about Brenham, Texas. So.
Hey, but we love ice cream.
We do love ice cream.
I like Bluebell, but you have gotten to where you prefer a higher end ice cream now.
Okay, only because Haagen-Dazs is good, and I only like it when it's on the stick, right? Chocolate dipped. I still prefer, if you're gonna dip me out some ice cream, from the old half gallon, I still prefer my Bluebell.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had tried to give up on it and be very
No, I'm just trying to give up on ice cream and everything else that makes me fat.
It can't be done. I'm sorry, it just can't be done. Yeah. Fattening stuff is so good.
Tell my Weight Watchers coach, he's like, you gotta quit eating ice cream, and I'm like, I can't hear you.
Wrong number. Sorry, wrong number. Wrong number.
Wrong number.
Is this a secure line? Sorry.
So.
But no, right before we started recording, we were talking about, did you do anything in school, extracurricular or whatever, besides you not ever go?
Look.
I mean, did you play in the band?
Yes.
Okay.
I played in the I played in the band.
Okay. What grade were you in? What year or whatever?
6th grade is when I started in the band.
Yeah. I think that's about when all schools start band-ish stuff,
and I wanted to play the saxophone.
Oh, yeah?
And then they told me that everybody wants to play the saxophone. And then I'm like, well, I'll play drums. And they're like, well, everybody wants to play the drums. So I got really.
Nuh-uh, everybody wants to play saxophone.
Well, that can't play the. Everybody who can't play the saxophone goes to the drums. So I got the next sexiest woodwind instrument in band.
Which was?
The fucking clarinet.
You didn't go for the flute?
Man, no.
No, I'm just I mean, it's
Do I look
it's
like
an
a flute
honest
guy?
I don't know.
At least the clarinet's still a little jazzy, right next to the saxophone.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I was actually pretty good right up until about 7th grade. When I didn't care anymore. But then
nothing's changed, right?
Nothing's changed. And I would say her name because I remember it to this day.
Oh, your first crush.
Yeah. I mean, and that's all it was a crush. But so we had this cheerleader at the middle school I went to.
Yeah.
And, she played the clarinet.
Oh, wow.
And she sucked.
Really?
Yes, and she was always in last chair. So I realized that if I don't turn my test in, I would be in last chair. And she would be in second to last chair.
Oh, so you could sit next to her.
Yeah, that was the first class I purposely. It's like, how do you fail band? I don't know.
Y'all had test in band? I don't remember doing.
You had to play. You had to play a whatever, a song, a piece, some music.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we probably had to do that too. I was in band as well.
Decent, so if I actually played and turned it in, I wouldn't have been in the last chair.
Right.
So I just didn't turn it in, which came along with a couple of zeros. But I still sat next to the cheerleader.
Well, there you go.
I had a plan.
Definitely did.
What did you play?
I played saxophone.
I fucking hate you.
Why?
'Cause how?
What do you mean, how?
Well, you went to a school where there was probably only 2 people in your band.
No, there was a lot of people in band.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All
but
chicks?
I was, no. It was a mixture.
You know, I was going to play football.
Really?
Yeah, so in LaPorte, where I started middle school, 6th grade, they actually let you sign up for football in 6th grade. And I was going to do that, and I signed up. But that was the right after the summer that I hijacked my mom's car. It fell out of the tree and it broke my arm. So I went to school in a cast. I started school in a cast.
I did that one year.
They were talking about me.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry. But you remind me of stuff that I've done way back in the day. But anyway, go ahead. Way back.
Do I need
in
to
the
send
day.
a telegraph so they can communicate with you?
Morse code, whatever, yeah.
So LaPorte,
Pony
I
Express.
could sign up for athletics, and I was going to play football, and I was just waiting to come out of the cast, and then we moved. Well, I get up here to fucking Dunk Grand Prairie. God, I hate that city.
Aw.
And we don't let people sign up for athletics in 6th grade. So there went that.
Well, there was always next year, 7th grade.
Yeah, but I became a failure right after that.
Oh, okay. So
I probably would have turned out different had I played football.
Yeah.
I would have sucked, but I mean, I was lanky. I was all arms and legs.
Look at her. Quit looking at her.
She's all neck and legs.
Quit looking at her. So you broke your arm falling out of a tree?
Yeah, we've told that story, didn't we? How I carjacked my mom's car and I drove around the block and I hit the guy on the motorcycle.
Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah,
that was that summer.
I don't remember the tree being involved in that story.
I got grounded to my yard. After I got my ass beat. I got grounded to the yard. So I couldn't do anything. So I climbed a tree. I had this tree in the front yard. Well, I was going to make a little perch, a little place to sit so I could overlook the world that I wasn't allowed to participate in.
Yes.
Okay. But I didn't have nails and I didn't have a hammer. And all I had was
just didn't look for them.
It's tomato, right?
Right. I got you.
All I had was this rope. In which, of course, I wasn't a Boy Scout. We didn't have the internet. I didn't know how to tie my fucking shoe.
You had Velcro shoes.
Yeah. So I'm trying to lash this board to in between these forks and these branch, and I think I get that shit all tied down. And
till you
I'm
get
happy,
on it,
and
right?
I'm gonna plop my ass on that board, and It's like I didn't even tie it. I went straight down
Wow.
and landed in a funky way, and I broke my wrist.
Wow. I did that as well. I fell out of a tree as well and broke my arm too.
Nobody cares about you.
I know. I was a lot younger than you, though. It was right before I started kindergarten.
What?
Yeah. It was at my aunt's house. We climbed the tree. It was me and my brother, my SOB, my sorry old brother, and my cousin, and we were out playing out front in the tree, and I climbed it and ended up falling down and broke my arm. And they actually put me to sleep to put my cast on.
Oh, I got a put me to sleep story. Go ahead.
They put my cast on and went all the way up to my shoulder. And so
I had a full arm cast too.
Yeah. And it
fiberglass though, not plaster.
Oh, mine was plaster. So it didn't last long either. Imagine that. So when I started kindergarten, I had a cast on my arm, on my right arm. So I had to learn how to write left-handed.
Wow.
I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yes, I played saxophone. I was super fucking
That's why
cool
you didn't
in
have
school.
friends growing up, because you were better than everybody else.
No. Now, I think I only played in band just the 1 year, just in 6th grade when they started it, because by the time I got to middle school...
You took home ec? You were learning how to be a mom?
No.
A wife?
No. So they had some cool ass shit in middle school, and I was all
Like
about
what?
it. Athletics. Yes.
Oh, didn't you run track?
I did. And that's where it all started, man, middle school. It's
Run,
like,
Forrest,
yeah,
run.
exactly. Run, Forrest, run. I took speech drama, took
Isn't all
wood
speech
shop.
drama?
No, we put on plays and gave speeches.
Now I'm better.
So I had a really good time in middle school.
Really?
I really did.
Mine
yeah.
was miserable. It was horrible. I hated it.
Well,
Hated every
I
fucking
liked
minute
it
of it.
because, man, I got to, like I said, I got to run track and, did wood shop and speech drama. It was really an eye opener in school experience for me.
I got in trouble for something in 7th grade, and I can't exactly remember what, because I got in trouble a lot in 7th grade.
Nah, I'm just assuming you probably got in trouble a lot starting in 7th
Listen
grade.
here, woman. They had to call my mom
Oh, God.
from work to come and pick me up for whatever I did this time. And
Uh-huh.
the middle school I went to, all the windows faced the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
And it was 2-story, which I thought was kind of cool because it was the only 2-story outside of the high school. It was my first 2-story school.
Uh-huh.
So I thought it was kind of cool, but that's neither here nor there. So my mama gets there to pick me up,
Uh-huh.
and we walk outside, and she's screaming and hollering.
No.
Oh my God. The whole way out to the
She
car.
should have just
Get in the
drowned you
car.
and be done
She
with
goes
it.
to back up, hits the brakes, and proceeds to start, "You mother blah, blah," just hitting me. I'm like, "Mom, come on." She puts it in drive, and she drives 10 feet. She slams on the brake, and she starts hitting me. It's like, God damn it. And then she goes 10 more feet. And the parking lot was 100 feet. So we had to, every 10 feet, she was hitting the brakes. She was beating my ass. When I get back to school the next day or the day after, I don't know if I suspended or what, but I get back, and that was it. Brent's mom beat his ass in the parking lot.
Oh, everybody knew.
Everybody
Oh.
Watch the stop and beat.
Oh.
Man.
That's funny.
Bam, 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 bam.
That's funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
You didn't have to suffer that trauma. I suffered that trauma.
Hey, I didn't get to go to a 2-story school until high school.
My life
No.
was miserable.
It was. So, no, when I said something about being put to sleep to get my arm set back and get my cast on, you said, "Oh, I got a good
Well, I
sleep
do,
story
but we were talking
for
about
you."
my mom beating my ass in the fucking parking lot.
Well, that's because you were a bad kid.
That was horrible.
It's surprised you even
I
lived.
can't remember how old I was. I was in elementary school when I was at the babysitter's house. I think it was one of my stepdad's aunts, which was a whole Pentecostal family, and that's a whole nother drama on itself. Oh, motherfucker. But you ever seen people talk in tongue?
I have.
Okay. Next time, right? Holla, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm at my babysitter's house.
Oh, I'm a snake, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and yeah, the rattlesnake dancers, that was them. Yeah, fuck that. And they had it was a pier and beam house. They had a little porch going up and a 2x4 handrail up the stairs.
Okay.
Well, at the top of this handrail, the support was gone, so it was fell down, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I learned I could sit on this and it would rear up like the Lone Ranger, like a horse, right? And I'd rear up and I'd be like, "Yeah, hi ho, Silver." And about the third time I went to rear up, man, I heard crunch. I had my hand behind me because I was putting it up.
Right.
And I heard crunch and I couldn't pull my hand out. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't say fuck because I was like 6. But imagine 6-year-old me going, what the fuck, right?
Right.
I couldn't pull my hand out. And I leaned forward and my hand came free.
Uh-huh.
Well, when I looked at my hand, the tip of my ring finger on my right hand was dangling. It was only hanging on by skin.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I guess you started crying like a bitch when they saw it.
Oh, you pussy.
I know, right? Can you imagine though, if I would have pulled too hard, I might have pulled the tip of my finger off. But anyway.
Oh, my God.
So that's another time my mom had to be called to come and get me. And this was in...
Oh.
It had to still be in the 70s, man, because I was probably 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 6 and 3 is 9. Yeah. They're probably very, very late 70s, maybe early 80s.
Okay.
But, and that's when, if you didn't have insurance, they're like, you're fucked, homie.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So she takes me probably to 10 clinics or hospitals that denied her.
Oh, my God.
From looking at my finger, this little kid.
Oh, my God. You poor baby.
It's really not that fucking traumatic.
Oh.
She finally finds this doctor to
Oh, my
take
God.
her.
Your mom. She would have been frantic, I'm sure. I would have been frantic.
I'm sure she
oh my
was for
God.
about the first 5 minutes, but the hour that passed and you can't get your finger sewed on, she's like, you can live without it, right? It's not an internal organ or anything. We should just clip that some bitch off and put a Band-Aid on it, right?
You're good. Super glue that son of a bitch closed.
A little bit of duct tape, everything's fine. But
yeah.
So she finally finds this doctor to take me.
Uh-huh.
And I remember screaming like a bitch because, I was a kid and I was missing my finger.
Uh-huh.
And so he goes to put me out. Whatever he gave me at this age,
yes,
freaked me the fuck out. Because I think I remember waking up and looking at my right hand and moving it, and it was nothing but bones. I had to have been knocked out from the drug because obviously you can't move bones.
No.
But that fucking stuck with me, right?
Oh,
so I get out of there and I'm like, my hand was I'm trying to tell my mom my hand was a skeleton. Of course, they think you're just fucking crazy.
Right.
And not an effect from the drugs because you don't understand it was the drugs that was giving you this psychotic fucking...
Wow.
This psychotic illusion you were having.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Wow.
And then I cut my head open one time and had to be put in a papoose. That was fucking crazy.
Them papoose things just break my heart. Oh.
Well, I had cut I'd cut my eye open right above my eye, like right on my fucking eyebrow. Right. And my grandmother took me to the hospital. It was bleeding there. It was really a small cut. But
because facial, you bleed a lot.
Yeah, well, because of the blood, she panicked and probably started a seance and thought I was possessed. But, I'm surprised.
So you had to be very 4 or under when this happened because I don't think they papoose.
No.
No,
and I'll tell you why. And it was before I broke my arm. So I mean, I was still a young kid, and I was on the back of this tricycle. You remember how you could the old metal tricycles, you could stand on the back and push them?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, speed motherfucking racer, man. Right? And I'm going down the sidewalk to my friend's house that lived down there, and they had a boat in their yard. Not in their yard, in their driveway.
Right.
And I'm hauling ass. I'm pushing this tricycle, man. The fucking tires are smoking and melting off. I get to his house, and I hang a left up his driveway, and I kind of fall.
Right.
And land on that boat where the hole has a point. And it split right open.
Wow.
I went back to my grandma. I was crying. I was bleeding. I was like, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't mean to. Blood's rushing down. It looked like I just sacrificed a goat, I'm sure. And so she takes me to the hospital. Of course, they had money or whatever. It was right in. Well, they're trying to stitch me up. But they have this big, bright fucking light in my eye.
Yes, because they have to see what they're doing.
Man, fuck them. And I'm like, every time they'd stop, I'd put my hand up. I'm like, I can't see. Well, they're like, well, if you don't stop putting your hand up, we're gonna have to secure you. I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I was gonna put my hand up again. These bitches put me in a fucking pad. I remember this.
Oh my god.
So now I'm in this fucking cocoon and I can't move.
Aww.
They're just lucky I wasn't 20. I'd have been cussing them motherfuckers. That's the first time I ever had stitches.
Oh, we don't want to go there.
No, I saw your leg. You're cut from the fucking back of your knee to your ankle.
Oh my, yeah, I got it. Well, was that first? I don't think that was the first set of stitches I got. So, I think I remember the first set of stitches I got way back in the day. Long before your stitches
back when they were still
occurred.
using thread.
Back
animal gut.
Yeah, probably. So, you remember the old banana seats on bicycles way back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my SOB, my sorry old brother, and I had this bicycle.
You know, he's gonna come over and hit you.
Bring it on.
Are we talking about the younger one?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, we were outside the house. My mom and dad, I was probably 10, maybe 11 at the very most, right? Learned how to pop a wheelie.
Woohoo!
Okay, so no, this was not my first stitches. No.
Just stay with the story.
Anyway, so learning how to pop a wheelie. We have this old raggedy ass bicycle, right? And the seat kept coming off of it. So we just got like wire coat hangers or whatever and tied the seat on the big old
MacGyver.
on the seat rail.
So wait. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm not the only one who tried to rig up something with rope or coat hanger or something like that.
Oh no, not at all.
Anyway, go
no,
ahead.
but
Go ahead with
hey,
your traumatic
back then, kids they didn't run to mom and dad and go, oh,
No,
fix
fuck
it.
that.
No, we did it ourselves. So anyway, we have this wire going between, underneath and around the seat and all this other stuff, trying to keep it secure. And I'm popping wheelies, hell yeah, look at us. So we get our parents out and we're like, hey, check us out. We can do these wheelies. And I pop this wheelie. And when you're popping a wheelie and you have wire coat hanger, you spread your legs out more, right?
Is that where you learned it?
So, fuck you. So I didn't do it correctly.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
That one is funny as what I did last night. Anyway.
What?
Never mind.
What?
So I popped this wheelie on this bicycle, right? And the wire that is hanging off the seat catches my leg and just fucking rips it wide open right in the bend of my leg. I can't stand up. I can't. Blood is gushing every fucking where.
Sacrificed a goat.
Oh, I killed a whole herd. So my mom starts freaking out. My stepdad gets the car and we load up in the car. And my mom is in the back seat holding. Yeah. I don't even think we took my brothers with us. They probably stayed with the neighbors or something. I don't even know. It was just, I remember us, just me and my mom and my stepdad. And I remember my stepdad going, where's a fucking cop when you need one, right? And I'm laying in the back and I'm like, Mom, I'm really cold.
You're losing a lot of blood.
I was losing a lot of blood. So we go to this clinic. I don't know if it's a clinic or a small, very small emergency room type clinic. It's a clinic though, but I guess it's like Care Now or whatever now. You can go with emergencies or whatever. Back in the day, they did it all in one place. So we get there. Okay, so I don't, after I hear my stepdad cussing because he can't find a cop because he can't drive fast enough, he feels, and telling my mom I was cold, I really don't remember much.
She passed out.
And The next thing I remember, I'm laying on this table in the emergency room in this little clinic. And this doctor is telling me, I have to give you a shot in your leg so I can stitch this thing up. And he said, you might feel a pinch, right? So I remember that. Well, about that time, he reaches up and he pinches the back of my thigh.
Okay.
When I guess, I don't know if the nurse done it or what, but they pinched the back of my thigh just, like, I guess so he could first stick the needle in there and I wouldn't feel it because apparently it was really, really, really bad.
It's probably a distraction.
Yeah. And so I guess he started numbing it up good enough that, they didn't have to do it or whatever. And I just laid there.
Oh, that's where you get that from?
Yes. Yes. I learned it all when I was a kid. You think you're so funny.
No, I don't.
Anyway, yeah. So, no. So, yeah, I remember getting stitches and, apparently I lost a lot of blood. It was pretty gross. I don't know. Needless to say, I didn't have a bicycle when we got home.
They got rid of the bike.
Yeah, they did.
I learned to ride a bike on a banana seat bike.
I did too.
Let's just say I learned to go straight on a banana. When I actually went to turn, I didn't lean and I fell and landed on the side of my face.
Oh, wow.
And I had a bruise from my temple to the bottom of my jaw.
Oh, my goodness.
And my poor grandmother, who's still alive to this day.
Nice.
She's about 706.
I thought it was 804.
Yeah. She goes, I ain't gonna say, is your stepdad beating you? And I'm like, well, not on that occasion.
That's not what happened here.
I fell off the bike. Yeah, he beat me every other day, but not on that occasion. Fucking dick.
Oh, yeah, me and bicycles really didn't get along. I remember when I first learned how to ride a bicycle, I was probably, I can't really remember, maybe about four or five, and my SOB, sorry, old brother, had a bicycle. He was already riding a bike because he was older than I was, so he thought he was way cooler than I was.
Well, he was the brother, so obviously
I know, yeah, whatever. So I'm out riding his bike in the backyard, and my dad, I can't say my dad was a hoarder, but he had a lot of projects going on. So we had this stack of tin, like tin that you would put on a roof, or you know what I mean, the corrugated tin or whatever. It was probably, I don't know, probably close to 3 feet high, and this stuff was really, really long. So I don't even know, like 18 feet long or something like that. So I had this big stack, and I'm riding this bicycle, and well, guess who ended up falling on that big stack of tin?
Your brother.
No.
Your mom.
No.
Your dad.
Close. Oh. So that's how I got that big long scar, the one that you're thinking of. That's how I got that. Yeah. Plenty of damn stitches that time, too.
I bet.
Yeah. A lot.
So after that, though, after the stitches in my eye and crushing my finger and breaking my wrist,
yes,
I didn't have stitches again until I was fucking in my 30s.
Wow.
When I slipped and I cut my hand at work that day and I hid it from everybody.
Yeah.
And then went to Dr. Kent.
Yes.
And he went to stitch it up. And he put a little Novocaine in there and he started stitching. And I'm like, oh, ow, I can feel that. And he goes, well, you need some more? You need another shot? I'm like, no, just start stitching. Stitching.
Just do it.
And it was kind of cool. It was kind of weird getting stitches without painkiller, but yeah.
Well, I can honestly say every year, I think my parents actually started a fund, like a
because you were just deadly.
I was a rough kid. Yeah. So they knew every year I was going to the hospital for something. And I remember probably from the summer that I broke my arm, the summer that I broke my arm right before I started school in kindergarten, stop it with the picture, until I was probably 15, 16 years old. every year I went because I broke something or needed stitches.
Well,
every year.
I got hurt like the rest of them. I just,
I overdid it, apparently.
It was such an ordeal if I had to go get stitches or something like that. So I only complained if I was like missing a leg or something,
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't complain a whole lot. There were a few times I probably needed stitches, but I just cried like a little baby once I got away from my dad because I had to be tough for him. I don't know. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you get along with your brother?
Oh yeah.
He didn't bully you or you bully him?
No, no. So, we were what do they call them? They call them something twins or something like that when you're born
that close.
Yeah. Yeah. So
maybe next episode we'll talk about me and my sister did not get along.
Really?
Not at all.
Baby, you didn't get along with anybody.
I resented the fact she was born.
That's just me.
I was an only child. I was 4.
There's so many stories. Okay, so let me just tell you this story real quick.
It's already been 30 minutes.
Okay. I'll wait till the sibling
so I'll
episode.
I'll write that down.
Sibling,
now.
right? Siblings. Okay. Sibling rivalry or something,
right, let's do that.
But I mean, we didn't really fight, but but whatever.
All right, well, I love you. We've tortured everybody enough with our bullshit.
It's not bullshit. I was a rough kid. I was a rough kid.
We all were, baby.
Yeah. Back in the day, now everybody's a bunch of fucking pussies and can't stay. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We just lost the 3 listeners that we had. Sorry.
Words hurt my feelings.
Oh, no. Oh, grow a fucking pair.
All right.
Sorry.
I love you.
Anyway, I love you too, honey.
Thanks for spending the night with me.
No problem. I like to spend every night with you.
So if you have questions, comments, complaints, make sure you email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. Complaints go to the intern, Trevor.
Yes. And you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Me and Mrs. Always Right.
Or become a Patreon member where you get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes.
Yes, which sometimes that shit's funny.
Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes. But I love you.
I love you too, honey.
All right, you have a good night. Oh, I got to fly off this week. So, somebody wants to come by and mow the yard. He knows who he is.
It's fine.
Right.
Whatever.
Just to check on you, babe.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hey, wear a sombrero and bring a lawnmower.
Dang!
That way I can wear the sombrero and have a Mai Tai and watch you mow.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, you know what? You ain't even got to bring the lawnmower. I have one.
Hell yeah.
Just bring the sombrero.
And wash my underwear.
Gross.
You're supposed to leave a tip on the nightstand.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
All right. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
All right. Bye.
Bye.